Hey guys, welcome back to the Cult Classic Kids Show, and today I have some pretty sad news. It's almost as though when a company screws up by not listening to what their audience wants, at the end, really, more than anything else, the audience suffers even more than they already did because, well, when you don't listen to what the audience wants, then a game that you make fails, and then when a game that you make fails, a company has to cut costs in order to try and make up for the fact that they lost a massive amount of money, and this seems to be basically the repercussions of Warner Brothers not listening to the audience, not listening to what we want, completely bastardizing their games and their franchises, and it has led to really some really sad news. But without further ado, let's jump right into it because we have from Bloomberg, Jason Schreier breaking Warner Brothers Games is shutting down Monolith Productions, Player First Games, and Warner Brothers San Diego. Sources tell Bloomberg News. Warner Brothers is also canceling the Wonder Woman game. Now, I know that a lot of people don't like Jason Schreier. Neither do I. I think that he's a, twat waffle. But when it comes to at least his insider knowledge, he has good sources, and usually with insider information like this, he is pretty much always right. Nobody's going to dispute Jason Schreier because he is a good track record with this kind of stuff. And this is insane. First off, we have obviously Monolith Productions. I mean, what aren't they responsible for? They're responsible for Fear, Condemned Criminal Origins, which I loved back in the day, Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor, and a little game from back in the day that it was a first-person spy thriller called The Operative No One Lives Forever, and the sequel to that game. I actually have No One Lives Forever. Pretty cool game for back in the day, but that most people actually won't remember. And to see the Wonder Woman game officially get canceled, it seems as, well, really, it seems as though Warner Brothers games focus on getting games business back to profitability and growth. And with that, they seem to have canceled one of their biggest games. This Wonder Woman game here was announced about 3 or so years ago, and this is what we got. This little trailer where we saw Wonder Woman.
Comes to our shores, and I must call you home.
It's a shame because I was hoping this game would live up to like the Assassin's Creed Odyssey and be better than Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Forge new bonds. You are a hero, but you can be more. You can be a leader. You are Wonder Woman.
Crazy, man. Crazy that a Wonder Woman game got canceled. And I mean, in a perfect world scenario, this could have been an awesome video game with one of the most iconic female protagonists ever. I could have saw a dope ass hack and slash game. And this is what I'm saying, a perfect world. Now, we don't live in a perfect world, and likely, not talking about idealistically, we would have gotten an amazing Wonder Woman game that everyone, including especially men, could have enjoyed. Because she would have been a badass, and the combat would have been dope, and we're gonna have wars playing as Wonder Woman. Like, that shit would have been dope, bro. Oh my god, man. In Themyscira. But we don't live in a perfect world where we could think idealistically. Sadly, it's probably, they looked at the scope of this game and had the likelihood of possibly it having a good reception from an audience, and they probably would have messed this up. I mean, Wonder Woman is sadly the perfect candidate to basically screw up and make an obnoxious feminist, modern day feminist icon, which, feminism in modern day is pretty much a complete bastardization of feminism back when Wonder Woman was created to be an icon of feminism, right? But what else does this mean, sadly? I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Nemesis system from the Shadow of War games, Shadow of Mordor. It was basically a system that in which an enemy would go after you, defeat the enemy would later come back over and over and over again, as a means of trying to get revenge, making them like essentially your arch nemesis. It was a really awesome feature in Shadow of Mordor, and it unfortunately is a innovative feature that has been patented by Warner Brothers themselves. So essentially, innovation in the gaming space is being hindered by dumbass patents from companies like Warner Brothers. Absolutely obnoxious as fuck. And the shame is that we will not see this feature be used anytime soon, especially with Wonder Woman being canceled. I think that that was one of the most exciting things about the Wonder Woman game that I think anybody who understands what Monolith is capable of was looking forward to in this game. And you know what? I'm sad. I'm sad because I would have liked to have seen a better Assassin's Creed Odyssey, because Monolith is a very capable, awesome studio, and now they do not exist anymore. Warner Brothers has closed them down, and it's upsetting because this is a studio that's recently, I think last year, celebrated its 30th anniversary. Like I said, I brought up No One Lives Forever, the operative from 2000. All right, so like they have an insane history of gaming under their belt, and yet another beloved studio is now gone. While I constantly say this, a lot of 7th gen studios that still exist, like ones that rose to insane prominence during 7th gen, a lot of them are just shells of them for their former selves. But now Monolith isn't even that. A Monolith is just gone altogether. And I have to wonder why this happened. Did Warner Brothers look at this Wonder Woman game and say, yeah, this is awful, this will not make a profit, and decided to just squash it? Or was it a situation in which they didn't even care what the game looked like, they just need to get rid of, they just need to get rid of it, dump it, in order to save funds or something? I don't know. We will never know. That is the shame of it all. But to really just throw this game away, I have to wonder if maybe Warner Brothers had hired a lot of people from whatever background that happened to not be capable, because that's what seems to be one of the biggest issues in modern gaming space in regards to a lot of long-standing video game development companies that used to be great but now no longer are. They seem to just hire a fuck ton of people that have no idea what they're doing. And when you have too many people that don't know what they're doing, your veterans cannot teach all of them adequately and get them all up to speed. So then it leads to garbage video games overall. And Warner Brothers is infamous with a lot of their garbage video games as of late. And I'm disappointed, man. I'm sad. I'm disappointed. It's a reality that we're gonna have to come to, because these companies don't want to get their act together. Unfortunately, we will not be seeing another Shadow of Mordor, sequel. We'll not be seeing another Wonder Woman game. We'll not be seeing. I don't know, man. I don't know what to make of this, other than it's just pure disappointment. It seems as though they just want to concentrate on Harry Potter, Mortal Kombat, Batman, and Game of Thrones. Which means that gaming is going to be more fucking boring, not for nothing. As much as these franchises are very important, very pivotal, not having any variety at all, it just seems like where this is going, it is going to suck for gamers. I'm personally not much of a Harry Potter fan, but hey, man, Harry Potter fans get their games, cool. Mortal Kombat is at its worst in Mortal Kombat history. I will stand on that. Mortal Kombat 1 is an abomination of a video game. I thought it couldn't get much worse than 11, but somehow they said, hold my fucking beer. And I don't feel like there's any hope for Mortal Kombat's future. I feel like NetherRealm Studios is next, man. I don't know, man. If they didn't have a Mortal Kombat movie in production, I don't know, dog. I don't know. For some reason, people are excited about that when that last Mortal Kombat movie was ass. Now, Batman, it sounds like they were making Batman Arkham Asylum. That sounds sad. I played Arkham Asylum just last year, and other than the final boss fight, absolutely phenomenal video game. Still to this day, the game aged like fine wine. And it seems as though the leaks, the rumors, they're remaking that, because modern day gaming is completely mentally bankrupt. Mentally bankrupt, creatively bankrupt, all of that. And Game of Thrones, I mean, hey, shout out to Game of Thrones fans, I guess. But guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. Monolith Studios has been shut down. The Wonder Woman video game has been axed. Player First Games, basically the developers for, what was that game? Smash Bros. Wannabe. I don't know. Yeah, I forgot about that game, but that game had no staying power. The Smash Bros. Clone Warner Brothers came out with, is crazy enough, right? Yeah, and let me see, what else did they axe? They axed Warner Brothers Games San Diego. I'm not even familiar with what they made, so I can't even speak to that. Oh yeah, Player First Games made Multiverses, which was interesting in concept, but had zero staying power in the gaming space. So there was that. And yeah, guys, that's about it. I'm sad to see this happen, but unfortunately, companies like Warner Brothers Games will not get their fucking act together, and because of that, it leads to more and more sad news over time. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. Did you think that a Wonder Woman game had a chance of being successful in 2025 or in the 2020s, I guess you could say? I'm curious as to those thoughts. I would have liked to have seen it come out, even if there's a chance that more, I think that there would have been like a 80 to 85 or 90% chance that the game would have been woke fucking garbage. But I don't know. I was holding out hope, man. I was holding out hope because I really love Wonder Woman. Would have loved to have seen a dope hack and slash game that was sort of like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but hopefully better with that Nemesis system as well. But let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. If you can, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, consider becoming a channel member, gets you instant access to the Discord, gets you dope ass emotes for the Thursday night live stream where we go insane. So there's that. Also, go follow my second channel. Link is in the description below. It's called Gooner Fist. I upload. Basically, I just shitpost on there and I go live. And I've been playing Avowed and I have a lot of mixed feelings about that. Watching me play, you can tell I'm just frustrated and angry in wearing sunglasses and a leather jacket, and I'm just seething. So if you want to, you want to watch me be mad, go check out Gooner Fist. And yeah, guys, well, that being said, I'm out. Peace.